Hello, my lovely friends. So I'm back with a review. So, well, a walkthrough, not a review. I wasn't going to buy it, but I bought it. I seen walkthroughs and I didn't like it compared to the original. I absolutely love this deck. I love this deck. But when I seen that they were coming out with an updated and an enhanced one, the 20th anniversary edition, and that the cards are thinner, not as wide. I was so happy about that. But when I seen walkthroughs, and not only myself, so many people were disappointed. But something told me just get it, because I know firsthand how it is when you get a deck in your hands. Sometimes it can be a whole nother ball game, you know? So I have already started that so we don't have to struggle on the camera. So you get this big white box. It is different from the original boxes that Llewellyn's given, so I'm not sure if this is going to be their new boxes or if it's just for this deck. I don't know. I am going to do a comparison of the two. I have put my original back in order, but first we're gonna take a look here at this one. So let's zoom in. Okay, so it's a very white matte kind of box with some gold embossing around the edges. I'm not sure if you can see that. Down here we have 20th anniversary edition, Llewellyn, Anna Marie Ferguson. Llewellyn Tarot includes a 78 card deck and 312 page full color guidebook, which I'm kind of excited for that. So we have that all the way around. I purchased right on Amazon, unless it's an indie deck or you can't get in on Amazon. That's where I'm buying because it's easy to return. So it is a magnetic closure, but it is one of those that stick out, and I don't like this kind of deck. Or box. I don't. I love the folds. I don't like the ones where they have them sticking out like that. But at any rate, that's what we've got. Inside, this is all kind of like velvety feeling. This is supposed to be a card holder to put your cards in. We get a ribbon and the book. The book. So that is a chunky monkey. And it is, oh my goodness, it is the glossy magazine, like glossy magazine pages. Sorry, I'm trying to look at all the beautiful imagery and talk at the same time. So it looks like here we're on the Three of Cups. You get a little celebration thing, and then you get a reversed meaning. Up in the majors, you get a note section for each card. Let's see. Wheel of Fortune. So the traditional imagery. It talks about the traditional imagery. Then it talks about, I don't even know how to pronounce that. I'm not going to. I know it's a Celtic, I believe, Celtic type tarot. But I'm not in it for that. Oh, I just burnt my finger. So it looks like you're getting a lot. And then finally, down here, you get your upright. And then your reverse. And then you get a little notes page. Justice, Lady of the Fountain. Again, you're getting a whole lot. So this is probably going to be a really nice read. And a little notes page. So that's really cool. And I really love the full image in these books. I love that you get a full colored image. So if there's something for people like me with our old eyes that can't see something in the card, or we're looking at a card and we're like, what is that? We can come in here kind of and explore these bigger images in the books. So you get some card spreads, the Celtic cross, okay, the layout of the cards, and the horseshoe spread. Then you go into your majors. I mean, this is a deck that's very loved by many, but again, a lot of us, and then here we have the glossary. So this is going to tell you who these names are. It's going to tell you the god, the goddesses, what have you, which I really like. I'm not even sure if that's in the other book. We have an index, bibliographies, and pronunciation key. So very nice guidebook. Do they have that in the first one? Let me take a quick look. I never really got into this guidebook because it's black and white, and it just, I love these, or the new guidebooks. Yes, it does. Hold on, let me see if I can find if it is or not. Okay, wait, it gives a glossary. Yeah, it's just a different name for it, I guess. Yep. So I don't know how they are comparable, the books, but I know I can already tell you I will probably keep the deck if I don't like the cards just for the guidebook. But here's the two guidebooks, and you can feel the embossing of the gold around here. Here's the back of the book. The book is very hefty. Yeah, Welsh. Sorry, I said Celtic. This is Welsh. I knew I was wrong when I said. I love how they have the backs of the cards, because I love the backs of these cards. But the book looks very interesting. I never read the other one. Never read it because it was just the dull black and white. But I love these companion books. So on with the new version. You also have this little ribbon here that opens and shuts. It doesn't allow this to fall. And we have the ribbon to pull the cards out, and they are definitely the perfect size for this deck. This was what I was all about. So I'm going to set this aside. I appreciate the paper band rather than plastic. Let's talk about cardstock. And I'm going to switch these around. I'm going to put the old over here and the new over here. So you can see, definitely, and I love this so much. My first copy of the Llewellyn, I trimmed it and cut it all the way down to just these. No titles, nothing. But I felt wrong about it. I still kept it, but I couldn't use it. I had to go purchase another copy. Got a little piece of paper stuck on there. Okay, so the size I love. The cardstock, it feels very similar to this one. So we're not getting that crappy Llewellyn cardstock that they've been doing that I don't like. So let's see what we've got. Okay, first of all, we have the author card for the new deck. Little advertisements. It has something about the Greenwich Tarot, which I have. I was wondering if they were going to be changing that up too. So you get a couple cards there. Oh, wow. I love the size. They didn't, I mean, they shied away from the borders on the sides, but they kept them up on the top. So, and it kind of feels like the new one isn't as glossy. Now, the thing with this deck, everything's pretty much the same. The strength card has changed, but the tones are different. Now, I love these earthy tones on the original. So we're going to zoom in and just flip. Okay, here we go. And I'm going to try not to do a whole lot of talking, but I probably will. So here's our Fool. Magician. And you definitely can see the tones are quite significant. I do love the titles on the original. I think if you took this one away out of your eyesight and you had this one in your hand and were using it, I don't think there would be any dislike. The thing for me is the original kind of looks like it's a little bit used and like tea stained and whatnot. And this one does too, but it's more fresh. And that's exactly what they intended. Over here you can see it's brighter. Over here you can see it's more earthy toned. So it's going to be a matter of preference for everybody. Now in this one, it looks like the faces are very crisp and clear. Strength card. And this is the card that they did change the imagery on. I like both. I don't have a complaint about either. This one is more purpley toned, and over here we have the more yellow earth tones. I like them both. The Hermit got much more blue, but everything's there. Now, is it me, or did the imagery get smaller? Let me know what you guys think on that one. The Wheel of Fortune, yes, you can see that the faces and stuff are much more defined. I mean, not much more, but it's considerably noticeable. Yeah, definitely with this one. See here how it's very much cleaned up? Not to say this is messy, because this is just, the Llewellyn Tarot is a legend. You know what I mean? I can't wait to shuffle. So I can honestly say so far, and I'm not even through the majors yet, I don't think I'm going to have a problem with this deck, as to where when I was watching it in the reviews, I was like, oh, I will absolutely not be buying that one. And I couldn't wait for it. And once I seen a review, I was like, oh, there's no way. But now I think I have both, the best of both worlds. I have both. And I love the size of this, and everything that is here is in here. We've just changed up the colors a little bit. I'm thankful that the backs are the same, because like I said, I really love the backs of this deck. And the only thing I ever disliked about this one was the size. I prefer, and now as I'm getting older and my hands, you know, I prefer a more standard size tarot. So this is very much more cleaned up and crisp. That's my best way that I can explain the new Llewellyn. I must say I really like this much better than this one, because it's nice and crisp and clear. To me, they look a little smaller. I don't know. It could be the borders, you know, playing with my mind. I don't know. But the tree moss and stuff is much greener. And you can see his face even much better. The tower. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to have a problem with this. Now that I'm looking at this, it is like a big refresher of this. It's like looking at it with brand new eyes. It's much brighter and more clear cut. This is a beautiful change right here on these two. I'm not sure how well you can see it on the camera, but this is a beautiful change. This is, the sky is all illuminated in this nice dark blue sky, night sky, and everything, you can see everything much clearer. I'm liking it, guys. I like it. I think I like it. I'm excited to get into, oh wow, I'm excited to get into the minors, but look at how clear, how much clearer. Now, when I was watching reviews, I was like, wow, the color differences are major. But they're really not once you've got this in your hands. They're really complementing the deck, I feel. I mean, look how much clearer we are over here. And my eyes really appreciate that. Same for here. I kind of like the nice blue sky. Okay, here we go into the minors. So yeah, it's just cleaned up and it's traditional size. I like it. I'm excited that I like it. I was thinking, oh, I'm going to open this deck and I'm going to have to go through all the struggle to, I mean, it's not a big struggle to return it and everything, but I'm not going to return this. I love the guidebook and the deck it's perfect. And I really do love the size comparisons. Look at this, guys. It's the same length, but the width has definitely changed. And I'm all for it. And the cardstock is not much different, if at all. So if you really enjoy the cardstock on the original Llewellyn, then you will have no problem with the cardstock on the new. I love it. Again, it's brighter and crisper and clear and clean. Not to say this is still, you know, isn't still a very beautiful deck. I hear that it's going out of print, the original. Don't quote me on it. I have not seen any proof behind it. So if you are one of those people who have never purchased the Llewellyn Tarot, I would definitely, I mean, I'm nobody to tell people what to do. I would definitely go grab a copy if you like this one better. If you like the deck. It really is such a beautiful deck, and it really is loved by so many people. But about the images, the size, I want to say, I don't know, what do you guys think? This guy does kind of look a little bit bigger, right? Not much, but I think a little bit. I do love the font style, though, in the original, but this is fine, too. I'm very surprised that I'm loving this as much as I am. Yeah, very clear. I can clearly see her face where the original Llewellyn is very watercolory, which the new one is too, but it's cleaned up a little bit, I guess you would say. Yeah, I'm not seeing a whole lot of difference. Okay, I have swords because I put them in order of the way I put decks in order. So let me just get to our swords. I'll have to switch things around as we go. So here's our swords. Not a whole lot of difference except that traditional size card. I mean, yes, the colors are different. And of course, clear, more clear. And I must say, it looked very different in the reviews. So that's something I express a lot in a lot of my walkthroughs, that, you know, things are different when you get them in hand. Like, for instance, the last deck walkthrough that I did, when I seen walkthroughs of it, it didn't look blurry to me, the imagery. But when I got the deck in my hand and did my own walkthrough of it, the imagery was blurry to me. So that one ended up going back. So it is, you know, for me, it's different once you've got the deck in your hand. You can just see the colors pop more over in the new one. And you still have your earthy tones. I know a lot of people were like, oh my gosh, I much prefer the earth tones, but they're there. So if you're somebody who's watched reviews and did not like it like me, and you love the Llewellyn Tarot, I would just say give it a try. Worst comes to worst, return it. That's all. Because I'm picky. You guys know. If you watch my channel, you know I'm picky when it comes to my decks. So, but now that it's in my hand, I'm not going to let this one go. Oh, I love it. Look at the purples pop. The reds are popping. The blue on the blanket is popping. I don't think that the earthy tones have been taken away. The watercolors are still there. It's just like the skies are brighter in some, darker in others. And see, we've still got the nice earthy tones. His cape has just brightened up. They, you know, enhance the blues a little bit. The horse is whiter. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. There she is, the queen of all queens. And the king. Yeah, I really like how it's cleaned up a lot. Oh, and now we go to the cups. Okay. Both of them are absolutely stunning. I've always loved the Ace of Cups and the Llewellyn. But again, we just have things cleared up. The pinks on the lotus flowers are just a little bit, you know, more popping. The swirls and the clouds in the sky, they're more pronounced. And look at this. So yeah, I've got to say, I am so happy that I actually went ahead and purchased this. I like how it's more clear back here. I love the Three of Cups in this deck. So over here we've got kind of like a purplish sky. Beautiful. But in reality, skies aren't always purple, if ever. Here we've got the nice blue dark night sky. And the colors on their dresses have popped. And the greenery has only gotten greener. The earthy tones have only gotten earthier. And that's what I thought it was lacking from reviews. And it may be the same way as you're looking at it right now. Like, no, I'm not liking those colors. But I'll tell you, I don't know. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. And I think that the imagery may be a little tiny bit smaller, but not by much. And if it isn't, then it's probably the borders playing a role and playing with the mind. Again, just his gown and everything is just, everything's brightened up and popping. I'm really excited for this. When I thought for sure I'd be disappointed. Wow, this one really, you can really see the difference in this one. So much clearer, and I really love that. Okay, so if you look, here's original, and here's the new. I'm trying to get it so you guys can see the best way possible, because like I said, when I first seen the reviews and I watched a couple of them, I was like, there's no way I'm buying that. It's awful. What a disappointment. But now that I've got it in my hands and it's here in front of me, it's beautiful. I much rather like these dark blue skies rather than the purple, actually. And again, the earth is there. It's just almost like there's more sunshine. Gorgeous. I love this. Love, love, love. And the king. Yeah, very clean. You can actually see his eyes better, everything better. And the pentacles. Now here we still have those yellow, deep yellow skies. It's just the flowers are brighter and cleaner. Love it. My favorite card in this deck. And they've cleaned it up so beautifully. This one you can really see the difference. Everything's not so, I guess you would say, saturated, so blended in. Here everything is more outlined, I guess you could say. I don't know. And these little inside borders here, they stayed the same. Look at how much darker the horse is. It's true black, and the reds are popping. This is another one you can really see the difference in the changes, as well as this one. Look at the differences in their faces. How clear. And again, there's the backs and the sizes. And now we shuffle. Let me do this first, though. Yeah, so the cardstock is pretty much the same. And look at the size. So many people have chopped the original because they wanted this. Now you don't have to do that, even though, you know, many people are still going to stand by this because, like I said, it's a very tried and true, very loved deck by many. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one away. Okay, so let's shuffle. Feels just like the original Llewellyn. Except it's not so big. I love it. Let's zoom out. Okay. Like butter. I don't know, guys, I gotta say, it feels amazing. I'm like smiling so big. It just feels perfect now. So let's lay some cards out. Actually, we'll pull a card. Let's pull one. I don't know, I just gotta do that once more. Alright, so let's if you're a jumper person, you're definitely going to get jumpers. And look at that, we get the strength card. So let's go to the book. Oh, and I opened it right up onto it. I'm not going to read all this on camera, so I'm going to let y'all pause and read, because I'm going to enjoy this book. Cuddled up with this book. Wow, you get a lot. And that's usually not something I am usually interested in. I don't want too much, but it's there for those who do. Now, let's see what they look like laid out. My glare is gonna get us. It's a gorgeous deck. It's gorgeous. It might take a little bit of getting used to now that I'm laying it down, because there's differences to something that I'm so used to, and it might be the same way for you guys if you're so used to the original Llewellyn. Once you lay this one down, it is like, whoa. But it's lovely. It's a lovely whoa. So thank you for joining me for this walkthrough and chat of the new Llewellyn 20th anniversary edition. Take care and be well.